it's Kristen with Simply a Stewart, and I am back with a Vitacost haul. So this is probably going to be the first of a few videos here sharing our fall grocery haul series. Sorry, we just got a puppy. Yeah. Which is one of the reasons I'm filming in here, because I'm trying to keep an eye on the dog. So I apologize for the different background. I know this lighting is a little awkward, but anyways, we usually eat a fairly clean diet, kind of a cross between a paleo and a Weston Price diet. And so I order a lot of things because our grocery stores around here just aren't really great. We live kind of in the sticks, and you would think we could get a lot of stuff from the like farmers market and stuff, but our farmers market has like 3 tents and a trailer. Like, it's not, and a lot of it's like people bringing their baked goods that they made and stuff. There's like 1 trailer with produce. And since we eat like gluten-free and mostly grain-free and that type of thing, we just don't even bother going. So anyway, so I do order a lot of things. We also go on a big Costco trip, usually every 6 weeks. We are overdue. We did a field trip at the beginning of our school year this year, right around Labor Day. And so we were out of town when we should have gone, and we've just kind of been scraping by because we've been too busy getting back, mostly because we got new puppies, 2, not just 1, 2. And so we just haven't gone. And so this is now the end of September, and we are, like I said, we're kind of like scrounging around, and we've been buying a little bit extra from Aldi when we usually just go there for our produce in between weeks, and then a couple other things. So anyways, all of that to say, this is going to be the first of probably a few videos, like I said, that are going to show our grocery hauls for the upcoming like 6 weeks or so. We'll probably go again in the the middle of November to finish out the year. So if you guys are watching this later, this is posting probably around the very last week in September. So today I think it's the 27th. I can't see my calendar from here. Okay, so anyways, for Vitacost, the very first thing we got are these raw sunflower seeds. And so they are nothing but organic hulled seeds. I guess that's kind of hard to see. But there's no other ingredients in this, no oils, no anything. And so we use these, they're not sprouted. I do try to order some sprouted stuff when I can, but for budgeting reasons with our family, we just aren't able to. And so we do the best we can with what we got and leave the rest up to the grace of God. So we do not get these sprouted typically, but they do carry sprouted ones if that's something that's really important to you. But we keep these, usually we use them on our salads. It's my favorite, like, extra little topping. We don't do like croutons or anything like that. So I got another bag of these because we are out. Everything that I'm going to share with you, I'm just going to kind of toss it over here, I guess. We spent $122 on. So I don't know what everything was individually, but if you guys are interested in any individual prices, drop a question down below and I'd be happy to leave it for you. I always order when they have a 20% off code, which is fairly frequently. Sometimes they go extended periods, but most of the time it's pretty frequently. And if you guys are interested in when that is, you guys can either sign up at Vitacost on their website, and they will send you an email, or you are welcome to also follow me on Simply a Stewart over on Facebook. The link is down in the description box below, and you can go ahead and find out usually when they're having a sale, because I will post it then for you. So okay, life of a mom, guys. Sorry, the kids came running in the house because they found a piece of broken glass, so we had to handle that situation. Anyways, they're outside playing with their friend, the neighbor friend. So the next thing that we got are these sprouted honey hemp granola by 1 Degree. And I really like the 1 Degree stuff. It's sprouted typically. Now this one does have, I'll go ahead and read the ingredients to you since it's not really showing up, probably because of the poor lighting. And it's the sprouted gluten-free oats, the organic oats, organic honey, sprouted organic hemp seeds, organic cane sugar, water, sprouted organic brown rice, organic sunflower oil, and unrefined salt. So I did order this. We have been doing yogurt very sparingly now. When we first started this journey, we were just making yogurt from getting store-bought yogurt. Now we've tried to eliminate some of our dairy, and so we're not doing a ton of yogurt, but I am purchasing some better milk, usually organic or grass-fed or both, when we go down into the city for this big haul, and then I will make milk. I will make yogurt, but it doesn't last for the whole 6 weeks, obviously. So it's just a short-lived thing, and so I did get that for a topping because my kids were getting poor, I don't know, not great granola from other places before. So I wanted to have that on hand. I'd really like to try my hand at making granola, but I don't have a recipe that I have found that, I don't know. So if you guys have a good granola recipe, please drop one down below. I'd love to hear it. So the next thing I got we actually got 3 bottles of this, and it's the Primal Kitchen Ranch. And you guys can check the ingredients out on this, but it is really clean ranch. I personally was a big ranch fan, and I don't care for this one as much, but my kids who are ranch fans love this. So I have just abstained for ranch, but I'll be honest, when we ate what we call a SAD or standard American diet, I was really picky about ranch as it was, and so I haven't found anything that just suits my taste, especially because I have an egg allergy. But my kids really love this. They eat it all the time with like carrots and salads and all kinds of different things. So we did pick up 3 bottles of that. And then we got this Red Boat fish sauce. And so I found a couple different recipes that call for this, and it seems to be in the paleo world that this is called for a lot. At the beginning, I was really scared, so I didn't, I mean, we've been doing this journey for almost 2 years, and this is the first bottle I've bought. So, but we did find some things recently we wanted to try it on, and so I picked it up, and we'll see how it goes. This is just anchovies and sea salt. I know that sounds gross. It sounded gross to me, but I trust some of the people that I got these recipes from, so we're going to try it out. If you guys have tried this before, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Just drop a comment down below for me. And then I found this. I didn't even know they carried this, which I'm really excited. And it's Redmons garlic salt. So we love garlic salt, and I have not used it in forever because obviously we don't use regular table salt anymore. And so we were just using like garlic powder and then pink salt, which is okay, but sometimes I really wish I just had something simple like this, especially when my kids are cooking, because them trying to balance the mixture just wasn't as easy for them. And so when I heard that Redmons had this, I was so excited. And so I picked this up. It's a really big container. It's 8.25 ounces, so I guess not really big, but it's not the small, like 4-ounce, 3-ounce bottles of seasoning. So this, I think, will last a little while. This, I do remember specifically, was, I think it was like $8 for this roughly, but it'll be awesome. And like I said, I always order 20% off, so. And then we got 4 of these, 4 of the balsamic. This is not the kind I've been ordering, but I always make sure I get organic. I can't find organic balsamic around here very easily. There is one grocer that carries it, but they are really expensive. They're just like a small chain that's in our area, so it's not like a Kroger or like a Sprouts or something like that. So it's a very small chain that's just in our area, and they're expensive for everything. So that's the only place I can find this that's organic, and so I have to, unless I go into the city, and it's still more expensive for me. So I do order 4 of these. There is another brand that I order from Vitacost that's slightly cheaper. It's, I don't know, like 60 cents cheaper a bottle, but they were it's actually the Vitacost brand, but they were out of it. They just ran some kind of like Vitacost brand special, and so they had been out of stock of it. So I did order this. I've ordered both before. This has an easier pour spout, though, I will say. The Vitacost brand one, the spout is harder. Because I use it only to make dressing, I actually cut the center circle out of the other one because it's annoying. It takes forever to come out. And then, let's see, I got, okay, toasted sesame oil. Again, this was one of those, I went through my Danielle Walker recipes, and I found a few things that I wanted to try, and this was in there. I think it was for like a teriyaki beef or something, something to that effect, which I used to make a lot of Chinese at home. But when we cut out soy and everything completely, we just pretty much stopped making it. I hadn't found any decent recipes, and I do like coconut aminos, but it tastes nothing like soy sauce. I don't care what anybody says. I love it. I think it tastes great, but it doesn't taste like soy sauce. And so we just didn't try to replicate anything after that. But with the fish sauce and this, there was like some kind of teriyaki. I decided we would go ahead and try. So I picked this up. And then, let me see. Sorry, everything's down in this box. I picked up 3 of each of these, and they both have, I guess, their good points. This one being that it doesn't have any sugar in it, only has stevia. I picked up 3 of the dark baking chips by Lily's, and this one being the price point, it's a little cheaper, very clean ingredients still, but these have cane sugar and unsweetened chocolate and cocoa butter, so, you know, simple ingredients, but they do have cane sugar. So these are definitely cheaper than these. These definitely have stevia and not sugar, so I kind of just do a mix of them because my budget won't allow me to do as many of these as I would like, but, you know, and we will be, well, I guess not as much of these, but some of these, we'll be doing some, like, cookies and fat bombs and all those kinds of things coming for the Halloween season because we don't do traditional candy, and so I wanted to make sure I had some of those on hand. Plus for my baking, like, we'll make, I'm planning on making some pumpkin muffins where I'll like to put chocolate chips in and different things like that, so. Oh, what else is on this side? Okay, so the next thing I got, and this is actually a pretty big jar. I mean, it's 14 ounces, but I guess I didn't realize how big it was when I was looking. This has tomato puree, tomatoes, sea salt, dried onion, olive oil, dried garlic, basil, oregano, black pepper, and thyme. And they're all organic. It is an heirloom variety, so it's a really good brand. I have not tried this yet. I would love to hear if you guys like this. We have been getting an organic brand pizza sauce. I think we had found it at Aldi, and we had like stocked up and had a bunch of them because it was jarred and it would last longer, but we ran out, and all of a sudden we have none, and my kids really enjoy pizza night, so I wanted to make sure that I picked this up, and so we picked up one of these to try. I didn't want to get too many of them and find out we didn't like it, so we'll try this out and see how it works for us. And then again, just another recipe I found that I needed cream of tartar, not something that I typically had kept on hand before, even though I hear that it cleans stainless steel pans and pots really well, but I've never actually tried it. But I used to sell something called Watkins, if you're anybody's familiar with that, and somebody when I was doing a show told me that cream of tartar cleans it really well, but that was literally the only use I knew for it. So, but I had found a couple recipes that called for this as well, so I wanted to pick it up on hand. At this time of year I have I don't know if it's just because I get in the mood to try new things or what, but because I'm just as busy as any other time, but this is the time of year when I tend to try baking and cooking new things, so that's why we have new ingredients. And then I picked up a Hue bar. This is like for mommy and probably for daddy to share. I might share with him. These are like $5 a bar, but they are super clean. They're organic cacao, unrefined organic coconut sugar, organic fair trade cocoa butter, organic puffed quinoa, vanilla bean, and sea salt. So literally extremely clean. They're really, really tasty, and so I like to pick these up when I can. I try to pick up one for one of us. Last time I got one for my husband because it was right around his birthday, and so this one I picked up for me, but I don't eat the whole thing. I take like a square at a time and drink it with my tea or my coffee. He eats the whole thing at a time, so I'll probably share mine because I'm nice like that. And only a couple more things here. I just got duplicates of several things. So we picked up 2 of these, and they're just sprouted pretzels. Now, these are not gluten-free. So my husband is gluten-free. He definitely has a gluten allergy. I am gluten-free due to my Hashimoto's. So neither of us will partake in these at all, but I do pick these up for my kiddos, mostly to take to church for snack. We go to church on Saturdays and Sundays, and they always have the kids have a snack of some kind, and a lot of times it's something like chips or crackers or cookies, some kind of things that my children don't eat. And so I want to take something in, but I also want to take something that's nut-free. We let them have nuts in the house all the time. We do a lot of almond flours and coconut and all those types of things. But when they're going to a location like that, especially because there's a preschool that also takes place in that same area, and I know they don't always necessarily clean everything because it's just crumbs, and so they'll sweep, but they don't necessarily scrub everything. In between like Saturday night and Sunday morning, I don't like to take anything with nuts. So I do like to have stuff like this on hand that's simple to take for them. They do not have a gluten allergy. We refrain from gluten for the most part, but because this is prepared properly and sprouted, we do allow them to have these. So I picked up 2 of those to take. And then I got a few boxes of cereal. My kids were cereal kids. I'm not going to deny that. When we ate a sad diet, they ate a decent bit of cereal. It was always something like Life or Cheerios. It was never junky cereal. We were actually on WIC in my early, like, way back years. So it was always like only like the WIC allowed cereals, and that's what we stayed on. So they never ate like super sugary junky cereal. We ate what was called the healthy cereal, but it still wasn't good. So, but my kids got used to eating cereal and they liked it, and it was quick and it was easy. So we allow them to eat cereal usually one day a week. It's Sunday mornings. It's the only day we kind of stay home in the morning. Well, we stay home during the week, but we're all home as a family. And so my husband and I make breakfast and usually sit together and drink coffee and just hang out because we eat dinner together. I don't want to say that we don't spend time with my kids, but we give them a very quick breakfast and they run off to play because it's the only day they can kind of like stay home and just go play. On Saturdays we go to athletic activities first thing in the morning, and that's probably my husband. Sorry, you guys see the dogs run. Yep, there he is. Say hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
But on Saturdays we run out the door to go to soccer, and then during the week we're, rushing around and getting ready for school, and we do a full breakfast. So on Sundays they're able to just go play. So we do go ahead and have cereal that morning. This one is a sprouted brown rice Cocoa Crisps or Cacao Crisps, yeah. And so we got that one, and then this one, and this is sprouted oat honey O's. It's kind of like a Honey Nut Cheerio. But we have kids who like both, so we just keep a couple boxes of each on hand. And like I said, with once a week, they don't usually go through it. I mean, that's 4 times in a month they're getting it. So, but those ones, again, with the 1 degree, they are sprouted. And so they're a much better and cleaner option. They're prepared better. So that is everything that we got from Vitacost this time. If you guys keep an eye out, I'll definitely be having a Costco haul come up. We will also probably be having some kind of Trader Joe's or Aldi haul come as well. So until next time, I'll see you guys all later. Bye.